Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is Saturday morning and it's about 20 past 10. I woke up a bit on autopilot at 7 o'clock this morning and went down and made a cup of tea just because I was awake. And then I read a big batch of my book. I haven't got that much left. Drank my tea, Lee drank his tea, and then we both dozed off again until about 9:45. So we're having a nice, relaxed, chilled morning. He's now gone down to make toast and more tea. He's going to make me some of my gluten-free bread. I'm going to be good again. I know you've heard this all before, and my willpower is rubbish. But I'm going to. Had the gluten-free spaghetti yesterday, and I'm going to have the gluten-free toast today. And I might, if I'm lucky, get the rest of this book finished. And then I need to go downstairs and I'll probably paint that cot. I need to do some dusting because I haven't done any dusting. Excuse me, there's a tractor coming. It's harvest season. We need the windows open because it's warm, but we're right on the main road, which means all the tractors in the farm have to come past our house. And in this harvest season, it goes all night long. And I'm not complaining. It's important. Our food comes from farms and they do a very hard job. So I'm not complaining. But it does make talking to the camera very difficult and sometimes sleeping very difficult. Here comes another tractor. Oh, that one was quite quiet. Probably wasn't taking a trailer with it. Anyway, what was I saying? Before the tractors got in the way? We're going to have some toast and some tea is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm going to paint that cot this afternoon when I've decided to get myself out of bed. But for now, I'm just taking it really easy. Relaxing, reading, drinking tea and having a lazy day. Well, lazy morning. Once I get up, we all know I don't do lazy. So once I'm out of this bed, I know I will be doing things for the rest of the day. So, yeah. I'll just delay the actual getting out of bed. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to put up a van tour video because I don't think I'm going to do much filming tomorrow. I've got Jasper for the day, and obviously I can't film him, and he's going to want my attention. So I'm not going to do very much in the way of filming tomorrow. So I think I'm going to just put up a van tour video of a really nice guy that who stayed with us in our weekend away up in the Peak District, stayed on the campsite with us, called Lee. So yeah, I show you his van, and he has a TARDIS toilet, but he calls it the TARDIS. So if you're into your van tour videos, check out my video tomorrow for the van tour. I have glued this back together and I'm now going to give it a coat of paint. There's already a dead fly in it. Ugh. that's the first coat of that done. It's a bit drippy in places, but it's going to need another coat on there just to cover up all the pink. So I'll do that either later on or tomorrow, depending on how dry it is. And then that will be ready for the kids to play with. I'm thinking this one might clean up better if I just unstitch this bit where it's been hand stitched closed and maybe soak this in some sort of bleach water. I mean, the worst it's going to do is take the pattern off, but I don't think it will. I think if I just put some bleach water in, it will just maybe soak off some of the grime and give it a better clean. And then I can, if the padding underneath it feels okay, is all right, it's been through the washing machine, you know, then I just recover it again. There are bits that are broken. I can feel that bit there's broken, so I might need to trim it a bit before I put it back in, but we'll see. I'm going to unstitch it. Oh, that does look like it was sewed machine done. Not quite sure how. Oh yes, some of that has disintegrated. Sometimes it's best not to look. Yeah. Maybe I should order new foam. Maybe. That seems to be doing the trick. I'm just going to leave it for a little bit now and let it soak. I'm just going to go and measure how much of the foam I need. What are you up to, Kenzie Bear?
Playing Genshin.
Playing Genshin again. Enjoying it. Love the music to this game. Right, let's find out how big I need this. A bit rough. About 30 by about 53. 30 by 53 centimetres. Now I've stood on the paint. Oops. 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 Oh, one disaster after another. Now I've poured white spirit all over my paintwork. Oh. Oh, you silly moose. Oh, you silly moose. You silly moose. Do I just leave it? I don't know what to do. That's not helping. Oh, just leave it. And hopefully it'll dry. Basically just paint thinner the paint, haven't I? Oh, I've got it on the floor. It's like a disaster. Just one after the other. Like a catalogue of disasters. It's one of those things you get in the comedy films, isn't it? Where you step on paint and smear it somewhere else and then tip something on your head. Oh, we're making a mess. Right. Oops. Right, what were the numbers I said? I'm going to have to look at this and remember and then order it. Just had myself some of my leftover veggie thing that I made the other day. I got the last bit left in the fridge, so I thought I'll have that with a bit of mayo and a bit of cheese on the top, a bit of parmesan. So I've heated that up. That was a nice lunch. And Lee's just come down and suggested we go for a little walk. So yeah, it's only going to be around the village. It's not a long walk, like, you know, not long at all really, but it's nice to get out. And he says, you know, I can catch my Pokemon and we get a bit of exercise and we're a bit of time together. So that's always good. So we're going to go for a little stroll around the village before it rains, because it looks like it might rain. Oh, that's another job I need to do at some point, is get up on that roof and clear all that muck off. There's a lot of muck on there, look. Yee. We're taking a slightly different route today. We're going to go over the fields and then come up the other end of the village. It looks like the stile's completely disintegrated, so we're going to have to get creative. Ooh, through the hole. Going through it or over it, lover? Oh, a woolly hat. I think it's a bit early for woolly hats.
Not much early.
No, it's getting chilly now. It's starting to turn. Some horses over there and some chickens. Horses and chickens. And we're heading this way. I didn't really plan the correct footwear for this, but in fairness we usually stay on the roads. But I just fancied a change. I might regret it when I get brambled going over the next stile. Do you know what? I'm going to go this way. It looks like everyone's decided this is the new route. Ah!
That's the farmers to keep up, or is that?
I believe the farmers are meant to keep the route, to be honest. But the stile is looking a little bit... It's not too bad. But obviously these brambles are just taken over a little bit. And then we've got the gate. Now I did have a geocache down here along this bridge, and I need to put another one up, because I think when the water level gets high, this bridge can actually flood when the water level gets high. Not that you'd know it now because it just looks like a ditch, but it was behind here, or in this tree, and unfortunate, and it was huge. It was like a big biscuit tin. It was a really big one, but it looks like it's been washed away or tidied up or something. So I think I need to come down with another one at some point and hide it in there, maybe. But it needs to be another big biscuit tin, because it was very popular, being such a big cache. Sure, I've got bits and bobs I can throw in it at home. Right, that's what we're doing. Going to the pub because you want to get something. Ooh, chocolate, if you must. Ooh, more berries. A spot of cricket. A very British country pastime. Cricket on the green. Juicy tomatoes. Kenzie's on the roast dinner cooking. He's got all his veg and everything prepped, good to go. And he's doing a crumble for pudding. And in here we have a chicken roasting nicely. I've just steamed everything up, and a pan heating for the oil for the, hold on, for the potatoes, which are over there.
Schnarr.
I don't take praise well.
You don't take praise well. Well, you should. You've done a
Shall
really
I
good job of
insult you
this.
instead?
That's a
Yeah,
disgusting
give me a
plate.
few
I'm not going to eat it.
Okay, Gordon.
How
I'm
does
gonna
that
have to
sound?
bleep this now.
Okay, Gordon.
There we are. Everyone's got their own individual likes on their plate.
He took that better than praise.
He did, didn't he?
He
Smiling.
doesn't like praise. That's why I told him it was rubbish. Not fit for human consumption.
I'm very proud of my boy. He did an amazing roast dinner. And he cooked shallot potatoes, didn't boil them first, literally just put them in a roasting tin of hot fat. And they were so tasty. I would never have picked those potatoes, but he picked them and he said that's what he was going to do. And they were a hit. In fact, we may have them more often. We are waiting on the crumble, but quite honestly, I have no room for crumble yet. I feel a bit like I've had a Christmas dinner. So yeah, the crumble, the apple and blackberry crumble, we will serve later on, I think, with either custard or double cream, or both, if you like both. I've got to show you what I'm currently doing. I was given this book for van things. It says on there, it's written in the stars. And I've not used it for anything in particular. And I've been waiting for the right purpose. Well, now I found the purpose. I keep saving things, places I'd like to go in the van, in Spog. I keep saving them on my screenshots section of my photos on my phone. So now I'm writing them all down. I'm using my little HP sprocket to print out a picture of each place so that I've got a visual as well, because I'm quite a visual person, to go with each of the things. And these are all places that I have seen and I want to visit at some point. So at the top I'm writing roughly where it is, like Leeds, you know, Lancashire, Kent, that kind of thing, and then a little bit about it, and if I can find it, then the address on there as well, and a little bit of history about it, so that when I come to share it with you guys, I can share a little bit of the history. So that's what I am doing with that. I finished my book that was all about the old Irish myths and what have you, and I'm now going to start this one, which is an older kids book. It's called The Fairy Wars, and Kenzie bought it from his school library because they sell books they don't have any more, they don't want to have any more in there. They sell and then get new books in. So yeah, he bought this from the school library. He hasn't read it, so when I went through his bookcase and he said no, you can get rid of it, I thought, well, I'll read it. So this is my new one, Fairy Wars by Herbie Brennan. And right now I'm going to go and have a shower and then continue with my bookmaking. And the other thing that Lee and I have been doing is, while we've been sat up here this afternoon, is we've been watching the Paul Merton caravan thing that he's been doing on Channel 5, where he's been touring around the UK in a motorhome, not caravan, motorhome thing, him and his wife, and going and visiting places, many of which I've been to actually, which was quite nice, because normally when I see these programmes, I've not been to any of them. But since having Spog, I'm going, I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. So yeah, and actually in one of the episodes that we watched last night, the one that was aired last night on Channel 5, they did the Monsell Trail, which of course Lee and I did last week as well. So yeah, it was really interesting. So if you are in the UK and you can get Channel 5, then check that out. It's highly recommended. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight now, because I'm going to go and have a shower, get cleaned up, and get this edited and posted. It is getting late. It's probably about 6:30. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, tomorrow's is not a vlog. It is a van tour video for Lee's Vivaro Ducato. Vivaro Ducato, no. Fiat Ducato, not Vivaro Ducato. That's two different, that's completely wrong. Fiat Ducato.